Yo, what's up everybody, and welcome back to another Madden 15 Ultimate Team gameplay. But today we're not really going to go over this game too much. You guys can watch the game while it's going on. But we're going to talk about the NFL Week 9. We got like 8 or 9 minutes to do it, so let's go. We got Bucks and Browns. We're going to take the Bucks in that game, a little bit of an upset over the Browns. Yada, yada, yada. Then you got Jaguars and Bengals. We're going to take the Bengals in that game because they're the Bengals at home, and the Jaguars are the Jaguars on the road. Cardinals and Cowboys is our first interesting game here, and I'm going to take the Cardinals because there is no Tony Romo. Brandon Weeding's coming in, and even though Brandon Weeding actually, I just said Weeding. He's actually pretty efficient against the Eagles or whoever the hell they played on Monday night, the Redskins. I still wouldn't take him, not over the Cardinals, because there's a difference between the Redskins defense, which, isn't too bad this year, and the Cardinals defense, which is still one of the best despite their injury woes. So I would take the Cardinals even though they're on the road. I don't know. The Cowboys don't even seem to be playing too well at home anyways. I think their 2 losses so far this season have been at home. So they might make it 3 losses at home in Jerry World. Next up, Eagles and Texans. I'll take Eagles in that game. It should be a close game. I mean, Eagles are on the road, but I think they could still make it and the Texans can make it a close game at home, but the Eagles will come out with the win. Jets and Chiefs, not really too big of a deal. I think Mike Vick is starting, but we're still going to take the Chiefs in that game because I mentioned it a few times now. I like this Chiefs team. Not a lot of people do, but I do like the build of this Chiefs team, even though they are in a tough division. And another reason why I like this Chiefs team is because I actually had the Dolphins over the Chargers this week, which is pretty much an upset pick because not a lot of people would choose that, even though Dolphins are at home. But I don't know. I think, their front four can put some pressure on Phillip Rivers and, force some things to happen that Phillip Rivers doesn't want to happen. Get that offensive line in flux a little bit. And, shut down that run game a little bit with Brandon Oliver and just do enough to beat the Chargers. And the Chargers are super banged up in the secondary, so, I don't know. It could be a close game, but I'll take the Dolphins, man. I think I would take the Dolphins in the end. We'll see what happens though. Redskins and Vikings. I would take Vikings in that game. Not Vikings, Redskins. RG3's coming back, and you know what? I have a little bit of support in the RG3 bandwagon. We'll see if he could pull his rookie year thing again. Where I think they were like 3-5 or 3-6 around this time, and then they went on that massive winning streak to end the season. As this dude almost throws a pick 6 there to Vontez Perfect. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Of course, he's going against Teddy Bridgewater. I'm kind of tired of picking, the freaking Vikings, even though they won last week. I've kind of lost faith in them. So we're going to take the Redskins in that game. I kind of like what I saw Monday night, man. AC blown coverage on 3rd down. Allows this dude to get a 1st down here. And Vontez Perfect drops the pick again. Then Rams and 49ers. In the 49ers stadium, after a 49ers bye, I'll take the 49ers, but it'll be funny after everybody laughed at Seattle for losing to the Rams if the Niners lose to the Rams too, as somehow that happened. We got like yellows and blues and some dude that gets wide open in the back in the end zone. Good job, guys. I only put 8 guys in coverage just now, or 7. But yeah, it would be funny if the Rams beat the Niners, at the Niners stadium after all that. And then all of a sudden it's a big battle of who's making the playoffs between San Francisco or Seattle, when we assumed both of them would make it this season and just go straight to the NFC Championship game. So, but I still have the Niners in that game nonetheless. But I mentioned it. Remember when the Rams and Seahawks came up? I remember I mentioned that, imagine if the Rams won, they actually won. So we'll see what happens. Now, Raiders and Seahawks. Seahawks themselves, that they should be getting a win against the Raiders in Seattle. I don't see how that doesn't happen. I think their former defensive coordinator was in Jacksonville. I don't know who the Raiders. Oh yeah, the Raiders interim coach is Tony Sparano. Either way, I mean, the Raiders have been playing a little bit scrappy lately, but not against the Seattle team that is motivated to kick ass right now. As you see, we got a blown a lead here. I threw a really dumb interception right before halftime. Usually with, less than a minute under halftime in your own field position, what you don't want to do is turn the ball over. You play a little bit conservative just to make sure you don't turn the ball over. AKA, do as I say, not as I do, alright? Because now look at my situation. I let this dude back in the game with that touchdown, and I pretty much screwed over. So you guys can see the picks here. Now, Ravens and actually before we get to Ravens and Steelers, Broncos and Patriots. That's the big game of the day. Apparently, it's snowing in Foxborough, which I doubt it'll keep, snowing, because right now it's like 11 o'clock. If it keeps snowing into 4 o'clock when the game's going to start, we're lucky. But there might just still be snow on the ground. It might be rain coming in as well. And if rain comes in with the snow, making completely shit conditions on the field. It's going to be fun, man. It's going to be, some straight up football being played on Sunday, if you feel me. And you see 3rd down and 9. Check this out. I thought I had to catch Antonio Brown. Apparently, this is a pick. I wish my defenders would play like that, man. But, yeah, that game, you know what, though? I'm taking, as you said, guys, see there, I'm taking Peyton Manning and the Broncos, all right? You guys know I get Peyton Manning his rap for not playing big in big games and stuff like that. And these Patriot games, even though they are regular season games, are big games. But you know what? I think this, you know what? I'll give Peyton this win, man. Even though he didn't win against the Seahawks, you know, still didn't win that big game. I'll give him this win. Even though it's in Foxborough, it's in the snow, it's in the cold weather. All the things are stacking up against Peyton and for Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. You see we get that Jamal Charles there trying to protect this lead that we pretty much blew, but he gave it right back. He gave us another chance to keep it after throwing that pick. But yeah, I'll take. I don't know, just because when I think about who has the advantage, you know, quarterback a wash, tight end a wash, wide receivers Broncos, defense Broncos, because the Patriots defense is so banged up right now that, you know, I'll take Broncos, man. We'll see what happens, though. I'm just really excited to see another Manning versus Brady game. Every single Manning versus Brady game we get to see that's left, we're just fortunate that we actually get to see it, you know? As you see, we're taking off in the pocket with Aaron Rodgers, 3rd down and 9, trying to kill the rest of that clock, but we end up screwing that up. Colts and Giants, that Monday night game, we got the Giants in that game, but then again, I'm a Giants fan, and I'm really hoping we turn our season around. And you know, I might just be a little bit biased in my prediction. You understand me? Because the Colts have been playing really good lately, and Vontae Davis is coming back to help shut down that defense with Greg Toller. So, might not be the way I'd like it to go. As you see, this dude has a shot at winning the game. Let's cover this real quick. This dude, 3rd down and 11, he has a chance to just win the game on a touchdown here. I'm surprised he isn't face catching. I guess he doesn't know about it because you can rip anybody with face catching. Now it's a 4th down and 11 because he didn't face catch, and Earl Thomas shuts it down. He had a shot at it, but we shut it down. He went 4 and out just like that, and then we scored a touchdown right on the next play. Now, the final game is Ravens versus Steelers, Sunday Night Football. Should be a good game. I thought that first Ravens and Steelers game, even though it looked like a dominating Ravens win, and the Ravens probably were a better team, I thought the Steelers played better than the scoreboard indicated. I thought their offense was looking decent. They just couldn't, you know, move the ball once they got passed around midfield or they turned it over. And now that they're at Heinz Field, you know, it should definitely be a closer game. And the way the Steelers are playing lately, it should definitely be a closer game. But, you know, the Steelers are kind of hot lately. I feel like the Ravens can be the team that cools them off. So I would take the Ravens. But once again, another great game. We have some great games. The 4:15 game, Broncos versus Patriots, Ravens and Steelers, always a good game. And I don't know, I think the Colts and Giants could be a close game, man. Even though the Giants might just, you know, skunk it up on Monday Night Football, prime time. I got faith in my Giants at home, alright? Just give me that, alright? Alright, so leave a like in the video if you enjoyed this. Subscribe for more Madden 15 Ultimate Team gameplays and online, all that stuff. You see, we had a horrible passing game. We still, actually, I'm not even sure. I think we both might have had Rodgers. I'm not sure it was Rodgers that was. But yeah, subscribe for more, and I will catch you guys next time.